Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the Sullivan family. So, just leant on something on the counter. Right, I'm cooking something else this evening from this Aldi cookbook, which is for £1 in the shop at the moment. I saw it again yesterday. £16.99. It's worth £1. Gotta buy it. It's definitely worth it. We're doing this one. We're doing sausage and veg hot pot, but as usual, I always put a little bit of a twist because I always do it my way. So I'm actually making two because we're going to have one later because we've got people out, people at work, etc, etc, and the younger ones are going to have one at tea time. It happens to be really hot today. It's not really the kind of meal that you want to make when it's hot, but I'd already bought the ingredients, so I'm going to make it anyway. So what you need is sausages. It says mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms, so we're not having mushrooms. Red onion, canned lentils, vegetable stock, some oregano, tomato puree, cherry tomatoes, and then going to make some garlic bread with ciabatta bread and fresh garlic and stuff like that. So first thing first is to put the recipe says to fry. I've just noticed my hands are still green from the food colouring I used earlier to doing the kinetic sand. My hands are still green. They are clean, but I used Isabelle's food colouring, a couple of drops. We were making it in the garden, and I used a couple of drops of her. She's got like gel food colouring, and you need a tiny little bit, and it stains really badly. So all the kids are now blue because they're playing with kinetic sand out in the garden, and I might not have mixed it in properly, but it comes off. It's fine. Doesn't matter if they're blue a little bit anyway. So yeah, you're meant to fry the sausages and onion together in a pan, but I'm actually going to put it in the oven. So I'm going to do, should I do 8 sausages? Yeah, I'm going to follow the recipe. So the recipe serves 4. I'm going to do it for the younger ones. So I'm going to follow the recipe for the young ones, and I might double it for maybe 1.5 for us later, because there'll be more old ones eating it later. So I'm going to put it in the oven. So I'm going to put the oven on 200. Does that actually say 200? Anyway, I know you're not supposed to use the oven, you're supposed to use the thing. Everything goes in on 200 in my house. So I'm going to do 8 sausages. They're just having normal sausages from the freezer. And I'm going to chop up a red onion. I'm just going to put it all in a dish together, put it in the oven until the sausages are brown. So 20 minutes, something like that. And then I'll come back and show you what to do with the rest. Okay, so the sausages and onion are nearly ready. So what you're going to do next, I've got a big pan. You need about 400 millilitres of vegetable stock. So I use vegetable OXO cubes. Actually, I use vegetable OXO cubes for everything. I put them in my gravy as well. So when I do gravy, I normally use like chicken bisto or whatever. But I'll add stock cubes as well because I just like the taste of them. And I know people say, oh, they're full of salt, but we only use them in the ratio of what we're going to use. So, and I don't add much else salt to the meal. I'm going to use, these are about, I think they're about, aren't they 1 to 190 mil or something? Yeah, so we need 400 mils, 14 fluid ounces of vegetable stock. So I'm going to use 2 of these vegetable OXO cubes. You also need how much? 2 tablespoons tomato puree, any make, doesn't matter, tomato puree. You will then also need some... You want an ice lolly?
I think we've had ice lollies.
We've had ice lollies. Oregano, you need 2 tablespoons of dry oregano. That's parsley. That's chilli. She wants an ice lolly. I guessed that already.
What would you like?
Oregano.
How about a little ice lolly?
And
Oh my god.
you need cherry tomatoes, but not quite yet. Lentils. Can you grab me the lentils? I've got to look after Bingo. Bingo had to come around the supermarket with us today, sat in the trolley, because we can't find Krabby. So Bingo is being... She likes the things that you can hold, because she's only got little hands. We'll just put Bingo up there for a minute. Bingo will be fine. So,
Green lentils.
canned lentils. I've never actually used canned lentils. I normally use dried lentils. But this recipe says to use canned lentils, and I was going to use dried ones, and I thought, well, no, because I've never used these, so we'll give them a go and see what they're like. So
What's
you need...
Bingo doing here?
Oh, I'm babysitting.
Oh.
I'm babysitting Bingo. It says you need 200 grams. Well, that's 400. Should we stick to the recipe, or do I just whack the whole lot in?
Huh? Look, drained weight is 265.
Oh, okay. Drained weight is 265. We'll just whack the whole lot in. Right, I'm just going to make up the stock. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to get the sausages. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil. Oh, it's olive oil. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan. I'm going to put the sausages, which are currently in the oven. I'm just not overly keen. You can fry it if you want to, but I'm not overly keen on frying sausages. I don't know. So we have sausages.
They're still looking a bit raw.
Yeah, but they're going to cook in there.
Oh.
You need to brown them off. Or just, brown them. No, I need that, don't I? Because I can't pick up hot pans because I'm not super warm. So I'm just going to pour these, you can't see, I'm going to pour these into the pan. There is the pan. Oh, this is really slippy.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. I broke my casserole dishes. I didn't break my casserole dishes. Florence broke all my casserole dishes.
She pulled them out the cupboard.
She pulled them all out the cupboard. She got into the cupboard one day and pulled the lot out and they all broke. So I have to use my lasagna dish, which is very slippy, because I keep forgetting to buy a new one. Right, so you've got your sausages and your onions. You are going to add your stock. So there's 14 fluid ounces of stock, vegetable stock. You're then going to add your tin of green lentils, or tin of lentils, drained and rinsed. I need to rinse these.
Give me the little sieve. Please.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Well, Belle's just rinsing them off.
Wait.
I am. You alright?
Yeah, just go.
I think we need 2 tablespoons. Go on.
You definitely don't need this dish yet.
2 tablespoons of tomato puree. Not for later. It's really hot. 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. So 1, 2.
Ooh.
2 tablespoons of tomato puree. 2 tablespoons of dried oregano. That's quite a lot, isn't it?
What?
2 tablespoons of dried oregano. That's quite a lot.
Tablespoons?
Yeah, it says tablespoon. Tablespoon, no tablespoon. I've checked it like 5 times. It does say tablespoon.
So much.
2 tablespoons of dried oregano. Like so. So as soon as I've got the lentils, I will put the lentils in there too.
Wait, I can't carry it over. Make it wet.
Hang on. 1 moment. Right, it's going to
Genius.
put lentils in as well. Thank you. Right, so you are going to put that on. It says to bring it to the boil. Bring it to the boil. Cover with the lid, obviously, and then reduce heat and cook for about 20 minutes until the lentils are tender and the stock is nearly absorbed. So I'm thinking that it's supposed to be like a really thick kind of consistency because there's not that much liquid. So I'm going to put it on and bring it to the boil and see what kind of consistency it needs to be. I've never cooked this before. In a minute, we're going to make the ciabattas, garlic
I don't think you need
ciabattas.
that many ciabattas, but it's fine.
No, we actually haven't got many people at home this evening. I have a few people working.
They have 3 people cooking for us now.
So some of this will be, actually most of this will be eaten, and I'll have to cook it again later. But I mean, it says preparation time 10 minutes, cook time 40 minutes. So it's not bad really. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that, bring that to the boil and leave it to do its thing for a minute. I'll come back in a minute, we'll make ciabatta bread. I'm just gonna, while we're waiting, the tomatoes, you want about 300 grams, which is about, how much is in one of them?
Oh no. I just threw it in the bin. 330.
Yeah, about that.
You cut in half?
Halved. They go in like
Okay.
5 minutes before the end. So at the moment, mine's kind of bubbling away. Because I don't fry my sausages off, they always look a little bit anemic, but I just don't like frying them. I don't really know why. Oh, it smells nice.
It smells like oregano.
So we're going to half them,
I was trying to figure out that it's say that.
so they're ready to go in a minute. We're going to make the garlic bread. Now, we couldn't find any actual ciabatta bread, so we had to buy ciabatta rolls, and we're just going to chop them in half. But you're going to make the garlic butter as well. So we're going to crush the garlic. Why have we not got a garlic press?
I don't know.
I wonder if we've got one like at the back of the drawer. I
have no
remember
idea.
having one at some point.
I don't remember ever having one.
I'm going to look in my drawers. Right, I'm going to chop. So your garlic butter is going to need about a tablespoon of parsley, a clove of crushed garlic. Let me find a bowl. Tablespoon of parsley and some softened butter. I mean, we use Flora anyway, so we're just going to use our normal Flora. But if you were using actual butter, you'd have to soften it first. Parsley, leave them there for later.
No, but we've got another parsley as well.
I can't find a garlic crusher. Now I know I have one somewhere. And I have got one of the really sharp, like, I don't know, 85,000 things in one that you can chop. But I hardly ever use it because
Really like to wash.
it's really difficult to wash. It's not
It's
difficult.
really dangerous.
It's really dangerous to wash. So I washed it and I nearly took my finger off because it's that sharp. So it just put me off using it. So I don't use it all the time. Not that it would crush my garlic anyway. But sometimes, you know, the one that you put it in the top and you smack the lid down and then all the stuff goes in. But it is quite good. I'll give it that. If you're chopping up a lot of veg, it is quite good. But I normally forget that I've got it. But yeah, I went to wash it and the blades are so sharp. I nearly took my hand off. It was a finger, but you know, I only took my finger off. So,
Oh well.
I was going to crush the garlic as much as you can so that we can make the garlic butter. I'm just going to mix it all together.
Smells amazing. I'm just out in the garden chilling out with the kids at the moment. It's about to start tidying up, alright?
Alright.
Start tidying up outside.
Do you know what I might do actually for them is chop up the sausages a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can have them whole, but
I should ask sausages as well.
I might just chop them up in half. In the thing. Actually, I might chop them completely because it'll be easier for them. You want to add,
Smells like plums.
shove the garlic in and then
Oh, I just put my knife in the sink.
some butter in.
Get a new
Just
one.
mix it all up and make a bit of a garlic butter. Then we can chop the chia butters up.
Did you check all your drawers?
Yeah, I can find it in there. That's what we got so far.
Oh, goodness.
I never thought of like putting like lentils with sausage before. Right, while you're doing that, I'm going to chop the bread. I'm going to chop the bread.
Okay.
I think all of these.
No, not for them. I mean, yeah, you'll have some too.
So I just cut these in half. We're
How
just
much
going to
butter
do
do you
halves because, like I said, I couldn't get a chia butter
Do you reckon that's enough butter?
bread. Mix it up, see?
What?
Mix it up, see?
Sausage casserole.
Right.
There's only some more butter. There's a lot of herbs going on
Yeah,
there.
you probably want some more butter in there.
I don't know. Perhaps they haven't that much herbs in my dinner.
I should get a tray for the garlic breads. What's she doing? That's the baby out in the garden. She's fine. She's just playing.
Oh, she's not really like
She's on a little bike. How's that looking?
better in a second.
Think we need more?
No. Okay.
Just put, right, so we're going to put, this is pretty much all we do.
Actually, maybe.
Two butters.
Mm,
No, I don't know.
depends on how much you use in one.
Well, I was only going to use a tiny bit on each one because it's quite garlicky, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's just going to put a little bit on each one to start with and then see how far it goes and then I whack on the rest. Is all I was thinking.
You're different from me. Not gonna love it.
No, you even it out first and then you can add on extra after, can't you?
You need to add seconds on yours.
Obviously, we've got Flora Buttery, which is very buttery. But if you wanted like proper butter, then get some proper butter. That one could do with a little bit more.
Got so small then.
That's it. So we're going to put that in the oven. We're going to wait for actually.
Don't put anything.
Shall I put the tomatoes in now, do you think? Yeah, I think it's been cooking for about 15 minutes. I'm going to turn it down a bit. So, I'm going to put these tomatoes in. I've turned it down to about 2 now. So I'm just going to leave that.
That's pretty good.
Leave that to bubble away. I'm going to put these in the oven. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're done. So this is the sausage and vegetable hot pot. These are ciabatta breads. So I'm just going to serve it all up. It smells really nice, and I've tasted it. It also tastes really nice. There's only actually 3 people eating it now, but the rest of them will eat the garlic bread as well. So I'm just going to serve it all up. Okay, so just move the ketchup. This is what we've got. Looks really, really yummy. So I'm going to serve it up, see what they think. Okay, so it was a success. The little ones have all eaten their tea. They all liked it. Eva had it as well. Noah's not here. Charlotte's not here. They're going to have some later when I make some. Lizzie's not here either. She's at work. So this is what happens, you see, when you have older ones and younger ones. It just ends up with split meal times. We do try, but, you know, everyone's got other things going on. But the little ones, they really liked it. So that went down well. I'm going to cook it all over again. It's actually far easier than I thought. It's really, really simple. I am going to cook it again later for all of us. But I'm using, instead of using just normal sausages, I'm using these from Asda, the Cumberland sausages and the triple chili sausages. And I'm going to, because it's for slightly more, few more of this, because that is supposed to feed 4. It's obviously, it doesn't look like very much, but it's got a lot of, it's quite thick, so it's quite filling. So I'm cooking, I'm going to cook it for 6 instead of 4, so I'm going to like do the whole amount and half again. There's more sausages, so there's 12 sausages instead of 8. What will there be? 600 ml of vegetable stock, that sort of thing. You get them. I might just still add the 1 tin of lentils, because I don't actually know if I've got another tin. But yeah, it's my fridge be for me. Tell me that the fridge is open. But yeah, that's it. It was a really, really simple one, and it's really, really nice. And I'd forgotten how easy it is to make your own garlic bread, and I'm always buying it, but it's like, as long as you've got garlic in, which is much cheaper, it's really, really simple. It's literally just garlic, parsley, butter. That's it. And it always tastes so nice. Of course, you can make it more garlicky if you want it more garlicky, or less garlicky if you don't like garlic so much. I always forget how easy it is. So yeah, I'm going to make it all over again later. There's hardly any preparation with it, which is quite handy. It just needs a little bit of cooking time. So yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. All of our links for everything that we do is in our link tree. So that's our Facebook. We've actually just started posting back on our TikTok account as well. So it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, obviously, but then that's this. So, you know, everything's on. I've got to go out again. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.